welcome to The Rest is Football with Micah Richards, Alan Shearer and me, Gary Lineker. We're doing our series of Premier League greats, the moments that made them. And we're going down the French route yet again. We've done Eric Cantona, but this is also, I would say, a maverick player in many ways, someone that Alan played with for a little while, someone that I've worked with on television in the early days, way back when. Really lovely guy. I like him a lot. I don't know whether Alan thinks the same thing. Let's say he was a good-looking soul. I think we'll all agree on that.
Definitely.
A certain David Ginola.
Oh.
David Ginola, who produced wonderful moments on the football pitch. Some would say he wasn't entirely consistent his whole career. And is he worthy to be on the list of players that we've got so far? I would say so by looks alone, Micah.
By looks alone. That's wise. Not sure.
But
great moments.
Great moments.
Yeah. Is that fair?
I think that's fair.
Great moments in games.
Yeah.
Yeah, he produced some moments of magic, didn't he? Which we'll get on to that Man United game. I played in that game when they beat Man United 5 and he scored that great goal and from the edge of the box, turned and curled it in.
He scored on his second league appearance. It was at
Sheffield,
Sheffield Wednesday.
That's one of the best kits ever made. Kit? Look at this for a finish.
Ginola, he's taken no time to settle. That's wide! It's simply world class. From the man who may prove to be the finest foreign acquisition of the summer.
That's what he could do. He was brilliant at that. That one was so. I mean, I know it was bottom half of the net, but it's sort of similar the way he moved the ball to the Man United one and the way he hits it. But he could do that. He could go either side, left foot or right foot.
Look at that.
Terry Mack and Kevin Keegan.
McDermott he was a character, wasn't he?
Brilliant guy, Terry, yeah. He's such a good guy, yeah.
You know, the driver, that's his, Terry Mack, he's called, you know the driver, Terry?
Yeah.
That's his uncle.
That's his uncle, is it? I didn't know that.
That's his uncle, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Terry's not great at the minute, bless him, but he's what a great bloke in the dressing room.
Look at the Barnets back then, though.
Barnets were quite good. There's a lot of perms and stuff like that around, weren't they? Terry McDermott was famous for his perm, wasn't he? Well, Kevin Keegan used to have a perm at one stage.
He did,
looks like he's gone for the mullet stage here on that particular picture.
Look at all the gear, all the Adidas gear.
I tell you, when it came to hair, though, Ginola. Oh, he had good hair, you know.
Yeah. Good head of hair.
Good hair. Good head of hair. He also was quite heavily involved in that extraordinary game. And I think that was also you arriving at Newcastle, the one at Anfield, remember?
Yeah.
When Liverpool won.
Yes. It was. This was the season before I signed.
Yeah.
A flank move again by Newcastle. Ginola is through. Ginola with a finish. And from being a goal down as early as the second minute, Newcastle have turned this game on its head.
Yeah, see, left foot, you know, he didn't either foot, either way he could go. I remember that game that Kevin slumped over that hoarding at the front there when they scored their last goal, Liverpool.
Yeah,
that was one of the games of the Premier League.
Collymore
scored that goal.
Yeah.
You just see Kevin hanging over the advertising board.
One of the amazing images, and the other one obviously is the one where the famous interview, isn't it?
Oh yeah, when the meltdown.
I love it.
Yeah. That was towards the end of the season, wasn't
it? Yeah, exactly.
That was a great game.
Yeah,
it really was. This episode is brought to you by Fuse Energy. No one likes a panic buy on deadline day. The smart teams do their business early, not relying on dodgy fax machines. Are they still a thing? Rushed medicals or watching a Plan B target become a Plan C.
The best deals are the calm ones, when you've still got options on the table.
Switching to Fuse Energy is one of those great deals. On average, customers save around £200 on their energy bills, and it only takes 3 minutes to switch. You get 24/7 customer support. You see exactly what you're using day by day, all in one app, and play a part in Fuse's mission to deliver energy that keeps getting cheaper for everyone.
And it doesn't stop there. Switch to Fuse Energy and you could have your question answered on the show.
Sign up to Fuse Energy at fuseenergy.com/football. Use the referral code FOOTBALL. And you could also win a 1990 England shirt signed by the three of us at The Rest is Football.
One of the best games, though, was that 5-0 game.
Yeah, I was just going to come to that one,
Man
actually, because you both played in that one.
They still talk about that now because Man United battered us in the Charity Shield. And we then played these late October, I think it was, Man United. So we still had that on our mind. Yeah. So that day is still spoken about now as beating that brilliant Man United team 5. Yeah. And some of the goals that were scored
from
Philippe Albert.
Philippe
Albert, what a player he was.
Yeah. They didn't think that had crossed the line, did they?
How many did you get that day?
Just one.
Just the one.
Just one.
Yeah, watch this, Micah. I win the header. Look.
Oh, like a salmon. Oh, it didn't cross though, did it?
VAR said it crossed, yeah.
Goal line technology. Was there around then? No, it was VAR. Let's have a look at this.
No.
Oh, I think.
I don't know if that crossed. That didn't cross, did it?
Let's have a little. Did this ball cross the line?
No, not all the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it did.
Of course
That's
it
a
did.
goal. That's a goal.
This is the goal here from David. Look.
Here he is. Oh, brilliant effort! What a goal by David Ginola! Magnificent strike by the Frenchman.
He pinned Gary Neville, didn't he? Then just moved it and then whacked it top corner.
What a goal that is. David Ginola.
Yeah.
Takes centre
That's what
stage.
he was capable of, that. You've seen him do that a lot.
He played for 4 clubs in the Premier League. David Ginola.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, come on.
Spurs. Villa.
And obviously Newcastle and Everton.
Yeah.
That's right.
What a strike that was. Top corner. No keeper was going to ever stop that.
He was a scorer of great goals.
Yeah.
No
He definitely
question
should have
about
scored
that.
more, though, with the ability that he had.
Yeah.
Such a flair player.
It was that's the word, flair player.
Flair.
Maverick. Another maverick in a way,
In a way.
I would say.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
That was a great day, that 5-0.
Pass Schmeichel as well. Who's this one now?
Same goal.
Is that you?
That's out. Oh, hit the beans on out. Alan hits the post.
What year was that? Look at a full head of hair out.
1996. Watch this cross, Micah. Oh,
Look at that thing to go.
Look at the pace.
That's a great ball. I remember
well
that.
played.
Is that Ferdinand? Yes.
Can I ask one question now? What the fuck are you doing out there on the wing?
Yeah. It changes in a minute, though. The next one.
Look at that.
I was in front of the Man United fans at St James's.
Was this a Saturday or was this
Sunday, I think it might have been.
Newcastle always used to be on Monday Night Football for some reason. I remember you and Ferdinand.
That's the thing about centre forwards. When we get in wide positions, we
Just
know
cross
the crosses that the strikers want.
Yeah, especially when you're getting it in for Les as well, by the way.
Look at him.
Right side now, look, Micah. Look at the switch of the play.
Jesus Christ. Did you get a man
This
of
is
the
the
match?
goal.
Tap him.
No, they don't count. Don't worry about that. They're all the same.
Is this the saving the best to last, maybe, with Philippe Albert's little chip was the last one. Watch the way Ginola goes past people here, look. How easy it is from, look, watch this.
See ya.
It was that Newcastle kit as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the best
That was
kit.
the best one, I think.
That was the best kit.
Oh, nice touch.
Good.
Did you miss that?
This is the chip here from Philippe.
Is that Batty?
David Batty.
David Batty, Leeds legend.
This is a goal.
Tink.
See
He's off his line there.
Great day, anyway.
Where was he from? What was the nationality?
Belgium.
Oh, was he Belgium? Philippe Albert. I used to love him.
Belgique. Philippe
I like
Albert.
the name, Philippe Albert.
Albert, yeah, it's really nice.
Dink. Great goal.
Oh,
Great day.
Amazing.
Glorious finish that was. And then he moved around a bit, and he'd Aston Villa he had some moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Spurs he had some great
Spurs,
moments
I think, as well. Yeah,
Villa,
I think his best was his best. I think he had one brilliant season, as I said, 95, 96, and then one or two at Spurs as well.
Yeah.
Definitely played his best football then.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think John Gregory questioned his attitude a little bit, his fitness, commitment.
Yeah.
And then he did this.
Flipped in by Wright. Up goes Dublin. Ginola! Well, there's a statement for you.
John Gregory intimated he might be carrying a few pounds. Oof.
Really?
Yeah, looks like Tarzan.
Gladiator, isn't he? Look at that.
Great stuff.
Southgate.
Gareth Southgate played with David Ginola. How about that, Villa? This was a good strike. Keeper's got through. Then he went to Everton, didn't he? And then that famous incident, of course, in training, where Gazza was there at the time as well.
Right, yeah.
You remember? And Gazza put a big long wig.
The wig. No, I don't remember.
You've not seen it?
No.
I think we should find that for you, Micah, because I think you'll quite enjoy this. This is Gazza, classic Gazza. The day he signed for them, I think. The day he signed for Everton. He runs right next to him. That is the most Gazza thing ever. I mean, honestly, every day Gazza used to do stuff like this. I mean,
that is brilliant.
Only him.
Yeah.
Only Paul Gascoigne would do that sort of stuff. It's funny, I've bumped into David a few times over the years, and I saw him actually just after he had a major heart attack. He collapsed on a football field, which is actually, and I think it was a big charity sort of match, one of those past players thing. I mean, if you're going to collapse somewhere, that's probably the best place to do it, because they always have ambulances and stuff. And he had a bypass operation. And,
did he?
Yeah, but I saw him a few weeks after, and he's fine. He was great. Yeah, he's doing really well.
But he was as good as I've seen David in terms of left foot and right foot going both ways, down the wing on the outside or coming in the inside right foot. He was unbelievable at doing that. I think probably his best season would have been 95, 96 before I got to Newcastle.
He was already there when I signed, wasn't he?
So I'm thinking, when I signed for Newcastle, I'm thinking I'm going into this team like so many attacking players. We had me, Les Ferdinand, Keith Gillespie on the right, David Ginola on the left. We had Tino Asprilla. We had Peter Beardsley. And I'm thinking, how on earth are we going to get all these players into that team? Yeah. I mean, Kevin tried his best to do that. So I signed him, and the season kicked off in the August. And I remember the season beforehand looking at the TV thinking, it'd be great to play in that team with Ginola, winging balls in left, right and centre, score so many goals. So I got there in mid-August. And I reckon I had to wait until the end of September for the first cross coming in. It was, I think, honestly, it was. And
you had a little word.
Well, I had to, because just a polite one, because I was playing every single week, and there was he was cutting inside and shooting and passing. And I'm thinking, and he's in danger of putting some crosses in. I used to watch him last season, thinking, what is happening here? And honestly, it must have taken 5 or 6 weeks. And I thought, sod this. I'm going to have to tell him.
You told him.
So I went in. I think we played Arsenal at home. They had one player sent off, and they still beat us. So I thought, and he never put any balls in. So I'm going to go in and have a word with him. And so we went head to head in the dressing room.
Did you?
And it was like, fuck you, Shearer. It was like we sort of, we got up to go together, and we were sort of pulled apart.
Really?
I was just saying, put some fucking crosses in, will you? Just put the ball in the box, and I'll try and do the rest. And then we sort of calmed down.
Did it work?
Got sort of calmed down, and Kevin said to me, Kevin Keegan, can I have a word with you, please? I said, yeah. So everyone went. He said, you're not going to get the best out of David talking to him like that. And I was like, well, any chance of you fucking telling him? If you're not going to tell him, I have to tell him.
I mean, one thing I know about you, Alan, is you don't take any shit.
And then, honestly, after that, the crosses started coming in, and it was so much better.
I mean, he could deliver a cross as well.
Oh, he was brilliant. As I said, he was one of the best, getting the ball, turning and going that way, but then turning the other way and going down on the left-hand side and whipping balls. And he was brilliant at it.
Do you know the weird thing here? Go on, carry on.
To get the best out of David, you had to give him a free rein, something like Mo Salah. Mm-hmm. Like you just say to him, go and do your stuff in that end of the pitch where you're going to cause that much damage. Because if you asked him to go the other way and defend, then You're not going to get the best out of him. And Kevin Keegan was able to get the best out of him, I think, that season, 95, 96.
How did Kevin integrate all those players? I mean, he was gung-ho his football, wasn't it? I mean, it was a joy to watch.
Yeah.
And Kevin Keegan, what a great guy.
Yeah,
what an unbelievably great guy. He'd be a fantastic guest to get on the pod.
Yeah,
I'd love to talk to him. I haven't talked to him for so long.
Amazing.
And he was one of my heroes growing up a bit as well,
hero.
even though
he's my hero.
Yeah. And how did he integrate
I just
everyone?
think he was because we went into training and everything was small-sided games. There was hardly anything structured. And he used to all the fans come in, thousands of fans at training every day, watching us play 5, 6, 7 aside every day. And he basically went, "There you go, guys, go and play." And that's what he did on match days. Genuinely thought that whatever they scored, we would score more. And that was his philosophy.
Yeah, that was his whole philosophy, wasn't it? It's interesting that you mentioned about Ginola not putting crosses in, because I don't know whether you know this, but he was kind of dumped out of the French team because of qualifying. I think it was in '94 for the World Cup in America.
Yeah.
And they were playing their last qualifier, and it was against Bulgaria, if my memory serves me correctly. And they basically hanging on to a result at the end, and Ginola goes down and he crosses a ball and they break away and score the goal that costs them qualifying. And he was kind of dumped out of the national team because of that. 4 years later, they play in 1998, obviously in their home country. They host the World Cup and they get to the World Cup final. And he's not in the squad. And he actually, BBC, we had him, he was working with us for the Beeb, and he was lovely. I really liked him. And he had a big aura and all that sort of stuff. But he was great. And obviously people loved him because he's quite a good-looking chap. So I had the gig of doing the World Cup final. I was second presenter behind Des Lynam at that time. And I had the job of being reporter I was at the game, so I was at the Stade de France. And he wasn't in the main studio. He was with me alongside, pitch side. We weren't pitch side in those days. We were up in the gods somewhere. But we were doing this thing, and I watched the game with him, and I could see the hurt at not being part of even the squad. He was completely left out. And I was alongside him, and at the end of the game when they won, you could see he was like
gritted teeth.
He was thrilled that his country had won, but at the same time you could see the hurt. I could feel the hurt in him that he wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
That must have been horrible.
It must have, and it was horrible for me because you could see I could feel how upset he is, when someone.
What were his answers like? Was he just...
he did it. He did what he had to do. He was, this is, and all that. But I could, just being with him, watching the game, and I can see him saying, why am I not part of this?
With his ability, and I think I'm right in saying this, he only scored, his top scored 6 goals in one season was the best he ever hit. And I think for someone with that amount of ability,
he had great talent.
He should have scored more goals.
What was he like in the dressing room?
Yeah, everyone got on really well with him.
No, but looks and all that. He must have made you feel like... Not saying you're a good-looking lad, but I'm just saying, I didn't mean like that, Alan, please. But he's like model-looking, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't struggle in the looks department, does he? But he was great in the dressing room. Everyone got on great with him. He was a really good lad, actually. But I think ability-wise, he definitely should have scored more goals. Yeah.
Well, let's look at one of
Brad Pitt.
Micah's a good-looking boy, I would say.
Ginola, he's a different level, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is.
He's gorgeous.
He really is. Top bloke.
Some ability, I tell you.
Incredible ability.
Yeah.
And
can we get him on the pod?
That's a good shout.
Come on, Al. Spread your wings, mate.
After the bollocking he gave him in that game, he's never spoken to himself.
I've worked with him several times.
Yeah, I know you have.
Yeah.
He's great. That's a good shout. He'd be great to have on.
Get him on.
He's a lovely chap. Okay, that's it for this episode of The Rest is Football. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.